Good morning, monks, female monks, and teachers, friends. Today is Kathina Day. Kathina in Buddhism is talking about after the retreat, long retreat in the summer. So before the monastic travel and serve the country, serve the society, after the break and in charge of batteries, so that after this secluded 3 months of life, before the travel, there is a day congratulation and bring support to this monastic life so that they can have the belonging by the supporter and travel around to their mission. So this is called Kathina Day. So in the Kathina, there is one, we call that assembly. All the monastic will come together, talk about their improvement, or today we call the upgrade of their skill, mental training, teaching, in order they really know what the life moving forward to the goal of purification or liberation. This is the goals of the monks or the monastic, what they concern most. So when the life moving to make yourself mind free or be more liberated into attachment, this is become very bottom line why we want to practice in Buddhism. So detachment included a lot of information in the personality, in his mental state or psychology. They need to overcome a lot of defilements or obstacles. So they need to check, reflecting back into self, inner observation. So practice secluded life in a short term mostly is listen to the talk, listen to the skill of training, and then keep observation in meditation. So that brings yourself improve and more understanding about the teacher. So right now I want to say, what is the teacher? The original teacher for us is the Buddha. So Buddha called self-awakened. So he have the experience of life, facing to the problem, and overcome the life suffering and painful, and then he wake up for this trouble and not make trouble again. So-called awakened one. So what I keep in mind that this Greek personality called awakened one, so I can name 3 things become my viewpoint or become my strong commitment to connect it to the teaching and practice to my own life. I can mention it is these 3 things: great ambition, great compassion, and great enduring resolve. And the third one I can say great trouble taken or painful taken. So I can bear and I can work very hard in order to achieve something. From compassion, from seeing the problem, want to solve the problem, so you need to work very hard. The Buddha himself is a personality that, what I call that, maybe the noble one, a lot of perfection that we don't have in personality, he has. So he give up a lot of things in order to become a practitioner, go to training, and then wake up, and then he join back the society, is not work for a family, not work for a country, but internationally. So his real point that we see great ambition means that he don't work for certain space for certain living being, but he open up himself, just travel more than 10 countries by foot. In that time we call international. So he serve also what he can meet, lower class, upper class, lawyer family, farmer, even though that is the what we call the untouchable class, he still meet them, bring them into the training. After that, Buddhism, from the history, they're out from India, come to the Silk Road. Right now, China said, one belt, one road. So in there, we not travel by foot, by transport, horse, and even though camel. So they travel into the Silk Road, mixing two civilizations. One is from Rome and Greek civilization, or we call that Western civilization. Another thing is west in the east, facing to Chinese civilization. Buddhism is not destruction, but become more ambition. They earn this two civilization trust and then come to China. Alexander too learn Buddhism and write a writing there. Commentary. When Buddhism come to China, it developed more great compassion. So great compassion is in the Silk Road to China. It turned it into more talking about benefit to other, how we can help other with very energetic life, put our life into training, not into theories and your personal self, but into facing to the stress. No compassion, no great compassion, you can't facing into stress. Once the stress come, you retreat. If you have compassion, that is different story. You will penetrate to the trouble, pain, in order you're upgrading your own wisdom. So in the Buddha original teaching, they talk about wisdom, but not found the personality that carry wisdom like the Bodhisattva. So Bodhisattva is the personality that after the teaching in India, they moved to Silk Road. So in the original teaching of wisdom, his definition has 16 meanings, 16 of wisdom. But in Arahant, or the teaching in the primary Arahantship, not mention much about this, but only one sutra talking about it. That is why after I do some research about Buddhism, come to the Silk Road and come to China, I thinking about how this monastic work for others and bear the hardship and painful. So I put it another one, is called Great Enduring Resolve. Let me say a little bit about this. When someone can become troubles and pain-taking, means he already have open-minded into certain enlightenment. So he know how to handle his emotion, he know how to use his IQ, and he learn how to become more stable in unshakable mind. So this unshakable mind, we call that adversity conscious. Means you can bear a lot of stress and your mind not be shaking. Very stable and firm. Because of you know how to build up and run the relationship between you and others, in order to let them can come to the path and realize the goal. Because of this, so you bear a lot of hardship and put a lot of energy to help others. In order to help others, you yourself is most beneficial more than them, because no one without bear hardship and stress can upgrade yourself personality. So you can hide at the back, you can retreat, because retreat not make you merge and penetrate to the stress. That is why that sometimes we talk about when we do painful thinking of research. Not only if you're facing to the society or the people, but sometimes when you see, when I want to mention, take a good example right now and here, when Tan Susu right now he turned into Tan Ye. I yesterday meet him. He said he finished a book, almost come to publish. And then once I think about one person want to write a book, in Buddhism, it's through painful thinking research. Need to bear a lot of things that never know by not scholar personality. Lot of day and night bring his energy and time into doing research, into checking and observing all this information in order to discover and make a new arrangement and order into his own experience. So when I heard his a book need to come out, the first thing I think, let me read it first. No, it's not reading. It's mentioned about my respect to this project. I want to first hand to see these resources by respect. In the practice also the same, you put in a lot of effort into practice, follow the path in order, it becomes your own behavior, your own personality. This is called practice. If I want to say, I will stop it here in this and then come to another part. So today last night I come back, I think about what I'm going to say today. This is never mentioned before. In my mind, I have one sutra that make me a lot of concern. This is important. Only this sutra talk a lot of negative personality, not positive personality, but talk about negative psychology. Means mentally have a lot of negative thought, negative perception, keep there and hide there, never been found, never been penetrated. This sutra is talk about this. They have a lot of pages talk about this and that. I cannot read it properly because my English is not good enough. But if you read it part by part, then you will know more. Because this is already systematically when the Buddha have dialogue with a Brahmin, talk about the lower caste and the upper caste. The lower caste called Visala, the upper caste called Brahman. So they talk about the meaning of these two kind of personality. So you can see that they put it a lot of again and again, talk about something psychology, negative thought and perspective. This is called lower caste. And if you're not here, you may be turning into higher caste or upper caste. They talk about this information. It's more than 20 small section talk about. I want to talk this sutra. I found one in Chester Abbey. Long ago he gave this talk. He gave it into 4 talks about this sutra. I think I just draw it out and everyone can go back and then check this sutra. And you may learn it more in one sutra to see all the negative emotion, negative thought. It just pull you down into purifying the mind. It just keep there and then make your personality very narrow and very low caste. I want to say a little bit about this leadership. If check my own self, why I still keep myself as a monk, I respect him as a charming leader of the world. Someone said this leader, that leader, but leader for me, the charming is not because your power, is not because of your wealthy, is not because of your management, but charming included more higher of his own personality, not touching this and that, what I said, 30 things. So the Buddha himself, what he say, what he tell to do, he himself already done. He keep himself very simple, and he help others wholehearted. And then he become a great leader, not by pointing other what to do, but by the mechanism, pull them to his side and automatically know how to help better. So this kind of personality today, if we want to talk a little bit about it, for myself, not for others, then I can see someone who wants to become a leader is very, very difficult and hardship. Sometimes is the moral perspective is not perfect. A lot of this and that imperfection make you destruction. The second is your ability. Means a lot of things you can do, you don't have that skillful mean. So that you want to help, but nothing you can bring out. So become a leader. The second part is effective and ineffective. Sometimes you want to do something, make it succeed, but because of ineffective, the way, the skill you put in, the method you draw it into help, it's not the good method, then it's not working. So as a leader, sometimes other condition too is involved. Like you want to help someone, his negative mindset, or like what today's problem, a lot of people have hyper and they have depressed mindset. You want to help them, they cannot understand what's going on. They cannot apply by action, so you can help them. So become a leader, want to do something success, very, very difficult. So in my own self of life, I'm concerned that because of your faith, my own faith is Buddhism. So Buddhism is the leader of, represent the personality of the Buddha, represent the teaching. Your word is represent the teaching. And then personality, what you act, your conduct in the society is representing the noble life. This is very challenging to myself. So exercise good is the leadership what we promise ourselves. Even though you can work it very perfect, but this promise cannot take out from your mind. Unless you keep it there, then this great ambition, great compassion, and work hard will be continued to energetic. The second thing is become a leader, have one thing is practical. Others, persons suffer, painful, and practice put in your shoulder. Always concerned. If you only think about yourself, not much you can become charming in the society. Like what I want to say, compare me and His Holiness Dalai Lama. I'm just children, a small child. About how he put this heavy mission in his shoulder, I'm a boy. So that is called you born with opportunity equal. But how you need to work for yourself. This lifetime, next lifetime, you need to work it on. So in the sutra that just now I mentioned, this sutra, Visala, and the Buddha himself made a good example. He took that example talking about Sopana, a small novice boy. He have dialogue with him, and then only 7 years old, this boy, after the dialogue, the Buddha know this boy is very sharp in wisdom, so that he keep the skill of training, and 7 years old, he turned his life into liberated and become an Arahant. So he take it as an example. This lifetime born in the very liberated mind, or next lifetime turn it into liberated mind. It is the condition. So not in the body shape you are old age, you are a man or you are a woman or you are a child, not, but mentally looking for the quality. So as a leader in Buddhism, sometimes we don't know how to handle this. We think that we are old enough, to become leader, or we are good in administrative work, become a leader. You think that we are a leader, but not. In Buddhism, leader we call that triple gem, who come to more higher experience about the training, right knowledge, means the training experience about purification, move forward into purifying your mental state. This is become chairman or leader. So once I want to say this, I have something going on in my mind is until today, Maba may need to turn the direction, because I feel that Maba right now already finished all the construction, moving forward from the basic exterior foundation, come to more into spirit foundation. We need to build up our education, personality, and his spirit personality into training. So from here on, I think that become a leader means we want to help to build up more teacher in good quality of personality and mental state, in order they can help Buddhism spread into this local community when they wish to know more about Buddhism. So that from this turning, doing construction, doing outdoor work to construct all this facility is easy, very easy for me. Only hardship is for the physics, not for mental. But coming project, we need to turn it into build up teacher, build up more qualified Buddhists can have his faith into the training and bring his leadership, shoulder the responsibility of the truth come into the world and accept by others. This leader is very challenging. So in this perspective that I say, if anything related is these three things I want to say in the end. One is Dhamma and virtues and capability. Not only the teaching what you know, but turn it into the body, what we call the Dhamma body. Your own life, virtues and capability need to equal to what you know. The second, administration and bear the responsibility. You bring really effective into the community, not ineffective to community. Help them in more possible, not in negative. So that is very important, how we call the purification. Try to pure your own desire, that strong ego, in order this community will become more easy in administration. The third one is teamwork. In Buddhism, you can see my life when I come to Maba. I'm a wholehearted worker. I don't share, I'm a great monk. Only today I stand here, you see, and sit here facing opposite direction to you all. In Theravada, always like that. But I keep myself as a Bodhisattva, I stay equal to you, only 1 day different or 2 days different. I work as hard as a lay supporter, not only a monk. Some monk never do that, but I myself as a monastic try to, in a new environment, let people know I'm wholehearted, want to share. So teamwork is very important. We hope the next 5 years to 10 years, we can build up a very good qualities of teacher, and our member become upgraded all his quality in order they can share our Dhamma into the world. So I hope that what I want to say again, great ambition, great compassion, and great enduring resolve is my spirit. It's what I know. He, the great teacher, Sikka Moni, this two term, the name of the Moni means noble personality. So noble personality, they are built up in these three grades. Thank you. That is what I want to share you everyone today. And this is the planning of future. We will have the school here. I hope this school will be interested by any of you. Once you want to training, come to the training to become more understanding in the teaching and in the skill of training. This is a great opportunity bring you here to join our school, become a student. Thank you.
The half
Now
bowl.
we can all face the front. Okay, now we can all be seated for the chanting. There should be a sheet at your place which has the chanting. Namo tassa
this well. I bow to the Sangha.
Now we will make the offering to the monastics. Venerable Teacher,
Please accept this offering on behalf of the community. Venerable Teacher, please accept this offering on behalf of the community. Venerable Teacher, please accept this offering on behalf of the community.
Now the assembly respectfully asks Master Jiru and Ajahn Vijit to do the dedication and the blessing.
Yatha Valivaha Pura Paripurenti Sakaram Ewa Mewa Ito Tinang Pedanang Upakapati Ichitang Patitang Tumhang Kipamewa Sappe Chatu Sappe Purentu Sangkapa Janto Panakrakso Yatha Manicho Tikrakso Yatha
Vitiyo Vivanchan Tutan Parong Kong Vinan Satuman Tem Pavat Vantavalyo Sukhiti Kayo Kot Pawa Abhivan Tanan Siri Sani Jam Utthaวิปัสสนามนัตตาวิปุลาโหติทักขินาเยตัตตะอนุโมดันติเวยวัจจังกลนติวานาเตนาดักขินาโอนาเตปิปุจจสภาคิโนตัตตมานาเดอปริวนาขิโตยัตตาทินนามหาพลังปุญญานิปรโลกัสสมิงปาทิทาหันติปาทินันติภาวะตุสาพะมังกรังราคันตุสาพะเรวตาสัมบังบุญธานุภาเวนะสัทธาโตติภวันตุเตภาวะตุสาพะมังกรังราคันตุสาพะเรวตาสัพพะธัมมานุภาเวนะสัทธาโตติภวันตุเตภาวะตุสาพะมังคารังราคันตุสาพะเรวตาสัมมาสังฆานุภาเวนะ
on my short story. The Kathina Day is the most happy day the Buddha himself he mentioned about. So what is this carry out about? The Buddha himself said he is the most happy in this day. As what I know, if the community itself, after the long retreat, their mind been recharged, so the personality become more stable, and the mind become, after practice purification, a lot of obstacle and perception be penetrated, so not bringing troublesome in the mind anymore. So the mind become more wholesome. When the wholesome mind appear in your person, it means this mental and physical become unshakable faith connected to the Dhamma. Once this personality, no matter where he goes, his deed will be very perfect and not disturb and not give wrong information into the world, into the society. So this is why the Buddha said, after the secluded retreat and get the Kathina and monks talking about his practice and how he improved in the life of his own reflection, that is most happy the Buddha. He found the community as the supporter to the Dhamma. This is what I want to say in conclusion. So I am dreaming our community always like that. Always myself need to become an example. So after this, we will come to winter retreat. So winter retreat is take place of summer retreat, because summer in India is not good for travel, raining season. But winter in our country is not good for travel, because outside is cold. So we will keep ourselves in the winter retreat, so next year everything will change. I hope the first thing need to be changed is here. So everyone is concerned here, not here. China only concerned here, but Chinese concerned here. Yeah. So very important thing is, here rich is not rich. The mind rich is really more practical. So I hope that after the training and winter retreats over, everyone become more knowledgeable in the Dhamma, and our assembly too, year by year, we keep this promise in our mind, then the life will turn it into more and more upgraded. So bring happiness to everyone. May you all be peace and happy. May you all diligent in the Dhamma. Thank you.